Yo, what up YouTube? This is your boy Styles, and right now, man, I'm excited, man. We got this right here, NBA 2K17, the PreLude, whatever the hell you want to call it, but this really reminds me of NBA 2K10 Draft Combine, and I'm gonna get a little more into this and just give you my opinion and my thoughts on what's going on. Alright, so let's talk about positioning right now, man. I really think that they took this from NBA Live. NBA Live had this thing down packed last year. You could definitely make your player like an NBA player. I don't remember the speed so much, because I remember the speed were kind of a problem, because sometimes you will make a player, and let's say you be playing Russell Westbrook, your guy will be so much slower than Russell Westbrook. This was a big thing for the centers and the power forwards and the small forwards, because let's say you made a small forward and you want to play just like LeBron James, you really couldn't, for the simple fact that, well, he was faster than your player most of the time if you make him the same height. Like, the speed wouldn't match up. So that's one thing that I'm looking for 2K to actually fix this year in your all-around players and everything. And I actually think they might have made it easier for you to actually play like an actual player. Like, for example, let's say you want to make a Kevin Durant type player who's a very, very good, like they have it there, scoring machine. I think you might be able to do that with your Sharpshooter. I'm gonna get a little more into that later on in this video, but that's one, like I said, that's one thing that I really hope they fix. I've been asking for this for years, man, to get this right, add this into the game, add that into the game. Now, as you already know, I'm not a big YouTuber, so of course they probably don't listen to me. You know, I was talking to one of the persons that's going over there, basically telling him, and he used a lot of people's stuff to, you know, tell the devs what to do, and that's one of the things that I really wanted. I don't know if you ever gave it in. I know I did this wish list, like thinking 2K14 going into 15. So that's one thing that I really like, and I'm really happy about this, man. Like I just really hope that they did it right, man. That's one thing that I'm really hoping that they get this right. Alright, man, so let's talk about play style. Before I continue though, I want to touch up on the badges right quick. One thing I do not understand about this upgradable badges is if that's all you could have, which I'm praying, like I have my fingers crossed right now, that is all you can actually have, because the less you have, I believe, is the better. I just don't know, I just don't like all this extra stuff. I just like to ball up and basically my skills versus your skills. This badge just add a little twist to it, and I really, like I said, I'm really not feeling them, but they added them into the game, so you know, what can you do? But let's look at the badges and what I think of them. Relentless Finisher, great badge. Posterizer, great badge. Lob City Finisher, one of my favorites. Teardropper, should have used it a lot more last year, but and One Man Fast Break. This to me looks like a young Vince Carter right here. Great dunker, not a great shooter. The defense is alright, you know what I'm saying? But look at the speed, which I'm guessing is agility, you know. And I think the strength is kind of decent. I don't know if you're gonna be dunking on a center all the time, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is your Vince Carter type player. You know, dudes who just want to go out there and make everybody look a fool when you dunk on them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think of this player right here, the Slasher. And so let's talk about the shot creator, man. This is basically your clown on the court. You clown on the court. This dude, who's a great dude to be doing this, man? I think Kyrie Irving type, you know what I'm saying? Even though I think Kyrie could do it all, but Kyrie reminds me of a shot creator for the simple fact that he just be razzling and dazzling and taking shots off the dribble. As you can see, shooting off the dribble is just amazing. The agility is over there. And one thing I've noticed though in the two players that we've gone over is basically the defending. Defending seems like it's right on point. Like, it's right in the middle. It's not too great, it's not too bad. But I believe that with this dude, the defense should be a little less, because if you look at Kyrie, yes, he can stay in front of you, he get a couple steals and the thing, but he's not like a wow defender. And to me, what is that? I can't even see how many that is, but to me, that defense that they give you, 15, what am I talking about? The 15 defense they give you, I think is great for a player like this, because now you're giving him, this would be like all around, even though his shooting is not that great, but it is right there on the 17, and it's kind of good. You know, the three-pointer is not all that great, but everything else is decent. So this player is not that bad. If you think about it, the playmaking is not all there, but I don't know. I think the playmaking should be higher. The defense should be lower. And this player would be great to play on Pro-Am because he wouldn't be a great defender. And I think to be a shot creator, you need to be a dribbler. That's my thoughts on the shot creator. Oh, the badges, of course. We can go about the badges. Difficult shot. Of course, I mean, you're a shot creator. You know what I'm saying? Ankle breaker, I definitely agree. That goes with the playmaking. Mid-range deadeye. That's a new badge as we can see. But I kind of like it. I'm digging it. Oh, man. Sharpshooter. Wow. This guy right here looks like a definitely beast. I mean, deep range deadeye. I mean, come on, that's like freaking limitless. Oh, and never mind, that's limitless, deep range. I mean, those shots right there, those two badges are crazy. Then they got mid-range deadeye, corner specialist, and catch and shoot is back. But to me, this is the player that everybody's gonna be making. Everybody, because to me, he just seems like the great scorer. He might not be a great inside scorer. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a little bit of that, the dunker, which I think is we touched up on the slasher. To me, that's who's gonna be the inside scorer, the slasher. But look at the shooting, man. 25 mid-range, 25 3-pointers. The agility is horrible. You cannot dribble like that. Well, you could dribble, but you're not gonna be a fast dribbler. You know, you're gonna hit him with a 1-2, and you better take that jump shot. But with that damn, look at that, man. That's crazy. 25. I'm digging it, but believe me, you're gonna see a lot of these in the shooting guard position, small forward position. And look at the defense. One thing I've noticed is about every player that we've seen, the defense is right there between 12 and 16, 17. I'm not really feeling that. Like I said, you know, if you're a scorer, you shouldn't be that great of a defender. Because tell me 5 players that are great scorers and can't play that great of a defense. I mean, you could definitely stay up with these people like this. I don't know. I just expected the defense to be a little lower, but that's my thoughts on the sharpshooter. All right, the point forward, man. To me, this seems like a point guard type of dude because look at the agility and the playmaking that he has. Pick and roll maestro, ankle breaker, dimer, flashy passer, and lap city passer. To me, this seems like a point guard. The stats definitely show like a pass first type point guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna try to pass you the ball and so on and get my dudes open. Post scoring horrible, strength is horrible. But look at the defense again. 15. Everything that I've seen is a 15, so it's gonna be like a type of, you know, even type ball game with whatever you choose. You're gonna be bad at certain things, but the defense is kind of like all around type thing. You know, like everybody has good defense. So to me, like I said, this is a point guard. I like this is what I'm thinking of picking. Because like I said, this to me seems like a pass first, and it's something that I really like to do. Whether a lot of people say I dumb, but fuck y'all. Anyways, man, let's get back into the video. But let's move on to the next position. And let's talk about a lockdown defender. To me, this is a great center, a defensive center. Just because you can have a fast center. I'm pretty sure the height though is gonna bring it down, bring down your agility if you put him tall enough. But I think this would be a great player for a center, just for the simple fact that he has all these great badges: chase down artist, charge card. You know, you got a slasher coming in. You set up your charge card, bang, right there. Offensive rebound, offensive foul. We got the defensive stopper. You know what I'm saying? Great blocker. This can also really be good for a point guard that just wants to lock down the defenders, the other team's point guard. So to me, this is not looking really good. I think the shooting should have been up a little bit, but I think if you put your player, you know, to like a 6 foot, 6'1", such and such height, that might help your scoring stuff. Just like last year, I think it's gonna switch. It's not gonna be locked down for this. I don't know how tall they made this player, and it's something that I'm going to touch on in the next section of the video. So this is like I said, I will make this player because I'm not a person that's really big on scoring unless I have to, but I just don't like the playmaking. I think the playmaking should have been a little higher for this player, just for the fact that they're a defender. But then again, look at Tony Allen; he's not a great ball handler, so I understand where they're coming with this. Alright, so we're on the glass cleaner right here. This is one of the players that every team should not go out on the Pro-Am without. I mean, this is going to be your rebounder, hustle rebounder, break starter, great passer. When you get that rebound, get out, Zilla, get out, and just throw it back to him. I don't know how great it's going to be, that the passing long range like that, but look at that putback king. You know how nice it feels as a center, you jumping up, grabbing that ball and putting it right back into the basket without touching the floor. That's nice. Then you got the bruiser, boxing people out, knocking them down when you hit them with that brick wall. Just take out their energy. And if they got the stamina going where it actually works, oh man, this is gonna be sweet and great, and I'm gonna love it even more. I'm gonna be making one of these myself. What I'm looking for probably is a point guard, small forward this year, and definitely a center. But that's all I think about this. I'm gonna move on into the little height and the stuff that I want to touch up on next. So let's get right to it, man. I'm not gonna get into too much on this because it's kind of self-explanatory, but like I was saying before, I think your height is going to matter on let's say for example you pick a defensive player. If you pick a 6'2", I think his shooting is gonna go up. So I really hope to see you guys out there on the park if they have park this year. The Pro-Am, hopefully I have a team by then. And just let's hoop, man. It's your boy Styles. I'm out. Peace.
Feeling that?
Yep, I'm pumped.
You ready to change this program overnight?
Let's do it.
Rain comes down from the sky, a vision in my eyes. Rise and fall to risk it all. I won't apologize. Oh, I've been restless, and now I'm like a storm, unexpected. I'm losing all control now. I'm fearless. The moon is calling me.
My dad used to say, show him what you got. And I got something for him tonight. Hello?
Hello? Is this the president of basketball?
Yeah, I guess this is Prez. Who is this?
Okay, thank you. Please hold for Coach K of Team USA.
Excuse me, who did you say?